For a long time, I struggled with church, religious culture, and just God.
Believed in God and believed in Jesus, but I just never studied it because I wasn't going to church, and I guess I only really prayed when I needed something.
Sunday, you woke up early and went to church, that's just the way life was.
I felt like if I didn't do certain things, I wouldn't receive salvation. Like if I did certain things, I would just, there would be just checkpoints against my name. And I felt like the more checkpoints I had against my name, then that would just take me straight to hell.
I myself have only been to church a few times in my life, and that's just because I've been, invited or going with my grandmother.
I don't really adhere to a religion, per se.
I believe that God exists. For a little while I considered perhaps that maybe God didn't exist, and if he didn't, well, that would make a lot of things more simple. But I ran into the problem of if I don't believe in him, he'll be angry at me. So it seems like an unavoidable constant in my worldview.
I always struggled with the meaning of Trinity, but I guess God. But it's still a mystery to me. He's the one who gave me access to God, to communicate with God, to be close to God, even though I'm so human.
To follow anything, with all your heart, with, faith is kind of difficult for me. So I really feel like I could just, take his teachings for what they are and the way he lived his life. And I think that would probably be the best thing that anyone could do, in my opinion.
I see him as a man, and I see him as a man who was trying to, do good for humanity. And I think that it's really moving, but I don't see him as God, per se. They thought that because I wasn't religious, that I wasn't Christian, that I was, just somebody to either stay away from or somebody that needed to be converted immediately, that it was like I was unclean or something.
I sort of still see superficiality in churches, so it's a little bit difficult for me to enter some churches, and the general feeling is that you're being judged for what you do, what you look like, how you dress.
After the services ended, I felt like they were trying to sell something to me, just like they were wanting me to follow them because I guess there's strength in numbers. I think religion is something different on a person-to-person basis.
I want to try to put this as politely as I can. I see some of the things that are done in the name of Christ and in Christianity, and they just kind of bother me.